Good morning, Spartans. Welcome to Wednesday. Hope everybody's had a great week so far and ready for today. Oh, goodness. All right. Of course, have not looked at the markets yet this morning. Wait and do that till I'm with you guys. Pretty good day yesterday. Um, Finally got to see some movement in the market, which was nice. All right, very cool. All right, I'm going to um, get in the private group, do the morning post there with those guys, and then I'll be back. If you guys have any questions, like every morning, please post up there in chat as soon as I get back. I will get those answered, addressed. Anything you want me to look at, go over, talk about today, um, can do that as well. So I'm going to jump in there, get that started, and then I will be back. got that posted. Not too bad. Not too bad. Knock out a couple more things here real quick, and then we'll jump in, start setting up these charts, getting them going, cleaned up, and ready for today. All right, that's done. Done. All right, guys, let's jump in here, get these charts set up. We got about 11 minutes, and before market opens, plenty of time. So we seen a big drop yesterday. Once we broke this white line on IWM and SPY that we've been watching or been testing, I really like that. So this white line indicates our session high and low from previous day. So yesterday was Tuesday, so this was Monday session low, Monday session low. As soon as we broke that, we had support as well here. Big drop. Same with this one. I knew yesterday when we alerted that SPY that if we broke this and held this zone, which we did, you can see the big retest back to that opening range low, that we would see a big drop, and we did. Especially once we broke out of this consolidation range. So if we look at the bigger picture, once we broke it, we still have more room to the downside. So this is what I was looking on filling that gap. So we filled it all the way back down to here, and we still have some more room. You can see we had some resistance in this area that we had to contend with. Once again, we're in this upper range, no man's land, have really nothing historically to draw our support resistance off of. So I don't know if I would consider it a technical support resistance line on our chart yet. But you can see we had some resistance or support here around that 638.54, and which we broke that just barely, 638.10-ish on this in pre-market. So these are kind of things you got to look out for, kind of movements you got to see, and one reason we run our intraday support and resistance lines. Remember, these are based off of the last day and today movement. They don't carry as much weight as these, and these are short term. Like I said, we're getting ready to delete these out and run a new set for today. Like I said, I like to call these our intraday support resistance because we use them just during today. These green ones that you see are historical, and they will stay there forever. So anyway, let's get in here and get these taken care of. So first, we are below our blue line here, purple line here. So that's going to be our new orange. So this one is our light blue. So that was our opening range low. And yesterday it was Tuesday. And then we're going to change that color to our orange for today. It's locked in. We're good. Orange can go. Purple can go. White can go. Up here, purple can go. White can go. Orange can go. And this blue can go. All right. So now we're going to set our pre-market. Pretty easy. Come in here. Grab our drawing tool. Pre-market high. 640.20. That's our pre-market high. Lock it in. Pre-market low, 367.89 or 637.89. Change color, lock it in. Bam. Now we're going to draw our white lines. Yesterday's market high was right there. Like I said, you don't have to hit these perfectly, just as long as you're pretty close. These we pulled off the number, so they were pretty much right on the mark. These we're just getting as close as we can. And right there. So this wick are our whites, and lock it in. All right, so we got previous session high, low. We've got pre-market high, low. We've got our carryover from yesterday, which was our opening range on Tuesday, and that's it. We're done with SPY cleanup until we get into our opening range for today. So we'll jump that back down to the 5 so we can watch it, and we're going to do the exact same thing here on IWM. IWM low or orange is going to be this pre-market low, so we're going to go in pre-market low Tuesday. And then we're going to change our colors. And that one's done. We'll grab this white one. We'll delete it. This green stays because remember, green is historical support and resistance, so that one stays. That one goes. This one goes. And these three here will go. This green one stays. All right. So let's do pre-market. $226.50, $226.50, and that one is our pre-market high. Lock it in. $225.35, pre-market low. Lock it in. Okay. Now we're going to do our session high and low from yesterday. Session high 228.98. Just a tick over that support resistance there at 228.78. And session low here is going to be right at that 225.69. See how important those support resistance lines is? I mean, we followed this one to a T yesterday and this one to a T yesterday. So what this is going to do is just make this a little bit more pain in the butt to draw. So this one's 225.69. I'm going to zoom in on the 5 225.69, and to see if I can get, look at that, exactly off of that 225.69. I don't want to change the color of this. I don't want to. Do I or don't I? Actually, yeah, let's do that. I think that's solid. What you doing? All right. I am going to just dot this one. Because remember that dotted means that this line is now representing two things. And session low Tuesday. And we'll just denote it like this. Makes it a little easier. Cleaner. I don't want to get too bogged down. So now we know this line is our session low. And yeah, we'll run it like that for today. So SPY and IWM set up. Now we'll take a quick look at the market. Looks like Tesla's trying to push going into Bell. Walmart had a big drop here. Looks like it's wanting to rebound. SPY trying to push. Apple, Google, Nvidia, and AMD, a little bit of a drop back. So we will see what happens. A minute to go, make sure you check your accounts, get everything set up and rocking. All right, here we go. And market is live. We are now open. That little pop there on SPY is not going to help anybody that held that put overnight. Still not a bad trade, guys. Tesla pushing. Nvidia dropped. SPY trying to come back down. Big red there on Apple. Remember, this put alert was from yesterday. Not sure if you guys are still in or if you sold up around here. It did hit, like I said, 244 after stream ended yesterday. So not sure if you guys held or not. Goodness. So SPY can be choppy till we get under the 638.49 and get that confirmation to the downside. Sorry about that, guys. SPY with a quick dip down to that 638.49 we were watching. But it looks like Apple and Google both wanting more to the downside. Tesla retraced that push. Walmart gapped up there at Bell. And IWM wanting more to the upside. So seeing some chop. One thing I talked about in the private group this morning, and want to share with you guys. Let me get that pulled up if I can find it. Is this economic calendar stuff? A few things I wanted to point out. Today is FOMC minutes. It's just the minutes from July's meeting. No big deal. Just something to kind of keep an eye on in case. Tomorrow is the start of Jackson Hole. Friday, Powell is speaking at Jackson Hole. So that could potentially move some stuff. And then tomorrow, keep in mind we've got jobless claims at 8:30. 9:45 is manufacturing PMI, which I mislabeled that, I believe, in the private group. I'll fix that. I think I called it PPI, but it's PMI. Good old typo, half asleep. And then 10 o'clock, existing home sales tomorrow. So make sure you, like I said, just kind of keep note of that. You don't have to really worry about it too much typically. The jobless and the PMI, I would probably have the most weight out of everything. But yeah, just kind of keep it in the back of your mind. Tomorrow morning could be a little choppy. All right, there goes Apple and Google. Walmart's looking strong, but Walmart's got ER tomorrow morning, so be careful if you're going to play that. IV and premium is going to be inflated on that one. Do not carry Walmart overnight. The IV will drop, and that won't be profitable. Good point, Chris. Yes, we call that the IV crush. Um, that IV you buy in high today, and when it drops back, settles back to normal tomorrow, it will just crush you alive. Basically, it will take your premium, push it up. You buy in, and if you don't have a fantastic ER that goes in your direction, then that IV will come back down. Once again, lowering that premium, and the IV crush can definitely hurt. Key level here on SPY and IWM. SPY, this 638.49, IWM at this 225.69. Watch both of those, please. This is that drop that I was expecting to come on Apple and from Apple, Google, Nvidia, AMD dropping back. So there's that drop off of those two levels, pulling back just like I mentioned. Hate to say I told you so, but I tell the group all the time. Told you so. So we're 12 minutes in, guys. Looks like we're wanting to see a down day, but it nothing is set in stone yet. Still too early to tell. Got a big wick there on SPY. I'm not sure what that was about. Just about 15 minutes in, guys. SPY lost that retest. Google dropping pretty good. It's now under 200. Nvidia off its support slash resistance. One thing to keep in mind, and we talk about it a lot here on stream, and it's hard to really convey this in the private group and chat. Big drop there on Tesla. Just because it's something I've got to show you kind of in real time, and this is a primary example. So these big drops allows us to have that room for consolidation or big pushes. And what I mean by that is we follow this peach line a lot. Look at this big drop here on Tesla. Everybody, if you're in a put, love these big drops. And look, that SPY just made a new high. Anyway, but with this big drop, this is a moving average. Okay, this is a moving support resistance line. So this is average of where it has been, but now we're here. So this line is at 327. We're trading at 325. So that's a 2-point range. Basically, we could very easily come back to these peach lines. So chasing on these big drops is difficult. See, because you'll get these big pops back up. Big pops back up. So when we get these drops, if you're already in a trade, fantastic. Could be a good time to exit. If you're not in a trade, horrible time to chase until we get through some of this consolidation. This is where FOMO can come into play. This is where you can say, man, I'm missing out on this trade. Yes, you are. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But if you chase it and try to get in, chances of you getting burnt are pretty high. So if you do want to chase these, I would be careful, but do it once we break these lines. This line, this line, this line. Wait for your confirmation, wait for the setup, and then get in. Don't just trade blindly, just like this. Oh, Walmart's pushing. Let me get in. Now, look at this room for consolidation. 102.08, and we have room back to 101.48 or 41. So that's over a half a point room for consolidation. You get in here, your stop loss could fill before it consolidates. Same thing here. You get in here thinking it's going to continue going down. If we get that consolidation candle and push back up, we could easily hit our stop loss. So if, and that's a big if you feel the need to chase these, you've got to do it off of your support and resistance levels. 2640 P 2.82. You know, if you miss the movement, it's perfectly fine, guys. There's 252 trading days a year. You don't have to hit every single movement every single time. See, just what I was talking about. We broke this line here, and we're trying to retest back. Same here. We're trying to soak up some of that consolidation. So. Now it looks like we held that retest. The SPY keeps dropping. All right, PT'd on our first trade. Get that posted up for you guys. This one here on Tesla or TSLL. Things definitely happening fast this morning. Definitely a lot of room for consolidation, guys. So be careful. Looks like bulls try to step in a little bit and soak up some of that movement, but looks like it's maybe wanting more to the downside. Careful, guys. We're starting to see some bigger wicks on the bottom of these, which means buyers and sellers trying to fight for that control. So they could really go about any direction. Yeah, big room for consolidation here on SPY. Almost 30 minutes in. Once we break about another 5 minutes or so, then we'll go in and set up our opening range. And that will give us a little bit better insight of what we need to watch for today. And now we're starting to see that consolidation back. That's what we were talking about, and I was kind of afraid of. I knew it was coming at some point. Didn't really know when. Just hope nobody was caught in the wrong side of that. Not saying we won't drop back anymore, and we can't drop back anymore. Definitely not saying that. I'm just saying we've got some room to soak up some of that dip back to that peach line that we watch. All right, so we're 10:03. So let's jump in and set our opening range on SPY and IWM real quick. Oh, that is a far cry from what we've seen earlier in the week on SPY. So opening range high right there. And opening range low right there. So what is that? 5 points, give or take, 639.68 to 634.96. So 5 point opening range on SPY. That's huge. When that's double what we had. What was that, Monday, guys? When yeah, the 18th was Monday. So Monday, this was our whole entire day right here in this tight range. I think we were talked about it. We did like 2.5 points all day. We doubled that in the first 30 minutes today to the downside on SPY. And going back to what we were talking about in pre-market and everything, now watch. See that consolidation held, or we consolidated back, and now looking like it's wanting to drop more. But what we were talking about in pre-market, we had room down to this 635 range. We could see some chop through there. That's what we were talking about. Now we've actually got a historical support line coming in at 633.73 if we can get that. That almost seems sketchy. What, that our lines are like that spot on? Or that Monday we had a 2.5 point range all day, and then already this morning we're over a 5 point range. Market manipulation. But yeah, watch 633.73 as a harder support resistance line. All right. Sorry, it was private group chat stuff. In fact, the fact that it's moved so much already today. 634.66 was last week's low. Wow. Yeah. So we're already below last week's low. I bet we could consolidate a little bit right here, Chris, and we could push back. I feel like we could really test that 633.73 today. Weird new lows on SPY, so we just broke that opening range low. So on, yeah, and in our SPY put just hit 555. If anybody was still in that one, but yeah. All right, let's jump in here, do opening range real quick on IWM before I keep running my mouth. All right, grab this one. Opening range high there. Lock it in. 6.420. Lock it in. There we go. No, come on. And there's our opening range. Now IWM back to its opening range low. Gotta love those lines. Look at that, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minute candles playing perfectly into that level. That right there is, I hate to say it, I mean, key to success. Knowing your levels, knowing what to watch for, knowing, I mean, we were spot on here, and just knowing what these are, how to interact with them, how to set them up, how to draw them is, I mean, it is, I hate to say it, keys to success, knowing what the hell you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to succeed. You can't jump in a car and drive down the road without knowing how to drive. You can crash all over the place. Trading is the same way. You can't just jump in and buy a call or a put and hope for the best. Yeah, you might not hit 1 or 2 mailboxes, but sooner or later, the Mack truck's going to smack you right in the face, and that shit's going to hurt. And that's what we do. We teach you how to drive. We teach you how to set these up. We teach you what all this crap means, what to look for, what this peach line means, how it relates to this, what is all this spaghetti looking crap. That's what we do in the private group. We're here to Spy paid me what I wanted today. I'm out for the day. Made more than my daily wage in 45 minutes. Sorry guys, that was a post that was in the private group. That right there is the reason we do this. And I'll read it again. Yeah, I was kind of laughing and chuckling. So one of our members just said, Spy paid me what I wanted today. I'm out for the day. Made more than my daily wage in 45 minutes. That right there is why we do what we do. All right. So yeah, that's what we do. We're here to teach you guys how to do that. We our group is designed to teach you how to be a profitable options trader. So you can do this stuff on your own. So you don't need us. I mean, if you want to stick around, be part of the community, great, fantastic. After you learn how, we would love to keep you and have you. But that's our ultimate goal is to teach you how to be a profitable options trader. Yes, we do alerts. Yes, we do all that you can follow along with. But end of the day, our main goal is to teach you that so like just like this member, she posted that she made her daily wage in 45 minutes trading. I mean that's phenomenal. Our group 100% transparent. Once you're in, we show you anything, everything you want to know. Um, I post up our weekly trades every week with a spreadsheet. I need to get that posted on social media. Show you every trade we took. Chris just said it's great to have like-minded people to talk to. Exactly. We have a chat room where if you're in a trade, you can ask questions. You can do this. Hey, what do you guys think about this? Oh, hey, I just grabbed this trade. We'll say great trade, or we'll say, hey, man, you might want to reconsider that one. That we're trying to build a community of like-minded traders. The more people we have in the group, the more eyes we have on the market, the more able we are to see the things, see movement. I might see things that you see, vice versa, and it could be, beneficial for you to show us what you're seeing that we're not. And like I said, we're here to help. We're here to grow the group, grow a community, and end of the day, we just want to put money in everybody's pockets, and teach you how. But our group is SpartanDTGroup.com, and to show that we've got nothing to hide, we offer a free 7-day trial on everything. So if you want, sign up, take a look. If you like it, great. If not, no big deal. We'll just cancel the subscription and remove you from the group. No harm, no foul. You're more than welcome to hang out with us here on stream every day. But yeah, we don't mind at all. Bum, 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 bum. So this SPY hit 630. Oof. $826.40p now. 30. Get out. IWM doesn't want to break off that opening range low at all. Careful here, starting to see a what the get out. Starting to see a push back a little bit here, so be careful, guys. Oh. And we are starting to see that pushback. It's kind of what I was afraid of, guys. Now we're just kind of sitting, waiting, and watching to see what the market wants to do. Um, see if we're going to get a pushback on this drop or what. Now we're back to that sitting on hand stage after this morning. If you've had a good day, like that member in the private group said that she made more than what she makes in her full time job in 45 minutes this morning trading with us, then shut down. Take the day off. Don't want to see you here. Log off. See you tomorrow. Don't want to be mean, but I don't want to see you anymore. You don't need to take the risk. You don't need to give that kind of money back. When you're up, shut it down. Go on. Don't keep thinking I can keep making more and more and more. That is greed, guys. And I've seen people have great trades in the morning only to have a horrible day in the afternoon to end up red on the day. Don't be like that. Do not overtrade. It's so easy to do. It is. You're right, Chris. I know you've seen it too. That people just get greedy. Greedy is the hardest thing to overcome for traders, and over trading goes hand in hand. Oh gosh, starting to see another drop here. See if we can give another go at these support levels. So sorry about that. It was the hardest part of learning to control my emotions. Yeah, 100%. I've done it. Have two green trades and then lose it in the next two. Emotions will sneak up on you and you don't even realize it. Yeah, or even have two good green trades. Think you're on a roll. Have one red trade and now you're negative. I've done it. And yeah, emotions are the hardest thing for a trader to control. Definitely. Looks like IWM broke that level that we were watching. Um, and looking at the retest here, SPY once again off of its level. SPY is starting to squeeze. And what we mean, we've been talking about consolidation here for a while. If you've been following along with us and stuff, um, squeeze, we've got this support here on SPY. This peach line keeps coming down. As this peach line coming down, this area is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So squeezing is basically we're squeezing SPY and it's going to pop. It's either going to pop to the downside under this level or it's going to squeeze to the top or pop to the top and go back to this level and retest our 634.96, which was our opening range low. So just be careful, watch and be mindful of this area. Yeah, so we're still squeezing here, but we're looking like we want to pop to the upside. So this is what I was watching on SPY. Definitely something to keep in mind, and things to watch out for. Just trying to point out some different things for you guys as we're moving along here. Watch Tesla here, 317.64 support. We just broke it. Getting that confirmation candle to the downside. So careful there. And this is that pop or that squeeze that I was looking for on SPY. We're still seeing Apple, Google, Nvidia, AMD, Tesla, all to the downside. So we are retesting now this resistance on SPY. this peach line is coming down. Ideally, I want this peach line under this green and pushing through it. But SPY could easily see more to the downside because all this other stuff. Remember we talked about the S&P 500. We've got to look more than just this single chart, but looking at the big picture, and that's what we're doing. See if we can get confirmation here. This is going to be that. Not really the tail, because the tail was here. It told us that it wants more to the downside, so it popped to the downside, and this is the retest. Kind of failed. Now we're retesting it again, but this peach is coming through. Once this peach comes through this green and we get confirmation to the downside, then that's what I'm looking for. And there goes Tesla. Same concept with Tesla. It just actually held up. And this, sorry, got busy. I never told you guys on this one, but we PT'd on this trade. It was kind of a choppy trade. We got in over here on that morning movement. This is a 224p on IWM. We alerted this one 0.60. PT on this one was 0.72 for 20%. But we, like I said, we did PT on this one, as you can see. Just got caught up in everything else alert wise. So starting to get that confirmation. Slow and steady, guys. Slow and steady. That SPY just hit 700. That's crazy. That was a good trade. Goodness, guys. Market's slowing down. I'm getting tired. I've never really been playing with the cat for the last little bit. Ah, just we the market starts moving and the excitement's there and it helps me get through that morning, and then about this time it just starts slowing down and I just start getting sleepy. And I'm telling you, one day y'all gonna catch me here on the stream and I'm just gonna be out and y'all gonna be either laughing or something like, look at this fool sleeping on the stream. I figured we would see a bigger drop on SPY. Which I mean we did, but and IWM is still dropping, but it's slowing down coming into this support at 223.45. Honestly, what's shocking about all this is now Walmart's trying to turn down. A lot of times when you see SPY drop, you see Walmart push, as you can see it did today. But now even Walmart's trying to. Why am I on the 5 minute? There we go. You'll probably never live that down if you do it, but that could grab some attention on YouTube. Oh yeah, it'd go viral. Oh, that'd be funny. Bet I could. I'm tired as crap. Oh gosh. And as soon as I say something about Walmart, it pops off of VWAP. Honestly, figured we'd see more off of Walmart today with them having ER tomorrow. Actually, AMD pushing off support. Nvidia looks like it's wanting to change. IWM, Tesla. We might get some movement here, but nothing worth playing. Spy retested right back up to that resistance. Hey guys, I will be right back. Sit tight. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Looks like SPY is pushing, kind of like we talked about. Figured it would. SPY, AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, Google, Apple, IWM, all looking more to the upside. Comes with the territory when we come to the downside, so. SPY back over the opening range low, starting to set up for a scalp setup. I'm definitely not taking it, especially after the morning we've had and all. But watch it coming into VWAP at 6:30, 6:07. Yep. Just be careful. If you do take it, super tight stop. Yeah, super tight stop, guys. Especially coming into this VWAP. VWAP is still coming down. Our larger time frames are coming down here on SPY. So you're definitely a risky trade, but it looks like the market did find bottom, and we're trying to retrace some of that drop. We could get that big V pattern today. If we can get over this, I mean, you definitely see we've got some more to the upside. So it's definitely a risky trade, um, but valid. I would just feel better if it was over VWAP. AMD is over VWAP, yeah, but we're coming into the support right or resistance right here. 162.44, and then we have these two lines here we got to contend with too. Kind of the same thing, Chris, just different lines on the other side. Honestly, I like this area on Tesla and this better than this. Nvidia's not bad though. Nvidia is over VWAP and over its support at 17 or resistance at 171.77. So if we get a C over C confirmation here, we could see a good push. I think out of everything that we're looking at to the upside, I like Nvidia the best, and then maybe followed by Google, but that's a tough one. AMD is also over that trend line I posted in chat. Yeah, I was watching that, and I agree. It's got a little bit more resistance to the upside. Well, now we're over this resistance, but I would look at premiums on both and see who's the cheapest. SPY now coming over that VWAP. Oh, nice. Nice one, Chris. Nice one. What's up, pup? Dang, 8:26 in the morning. Wow, I forgot where you're at, but whew, you missed some good moves this morning. We played that a spy yesterday, and it just kept running today. I saw that. I had Nvidia and Meta put. I was swinging and had a good day on those, so I didn't miss out too bad. No, not at all. If you held puts overnight, just about on anything, you woke up to a good morning this morning. Um, Very cool, man. Glad you did. Very cool. Now we're starting to see the market push back. Some of the guys in the private group are playing it to the upside. I I not. I'm talking through some of these on with the guys, but we've made plenty of money this morning. Don't want to give it back. Anything to the upside right now is a risky trade. We do have room to refill that gap to the upside. So it could pay, and it is. Some of those guys definitely making some money. Chris posted just higher up that. Well, actually, you're on Twitch. He posted on YouTube that he is in a AMD call, and his stop loss is already at his break even. So it's either going to be a break even or a positive trade. I know we've got some guys in Spy, some guys in Palantir in the private group. So, like I said, don't think I'm going to take anything. It's risky, and I don't want people in the group to lose money. So, can definitely paper trade it though. But now, just kind of sitting on hands, watching this movement. Hey Chris, if you're listening, be careful on the AMD right here, man. My brother trades in Hawaii. He's 3 hours behind me. He's got to wake up at 3:30 every morning. We had a guy. I don't know if I told you. I think I did. I can't remember. We used to have a guy in the private group. I mean, we got people all over the world, but we had a guy that was in Hawaii. And yeah, just like your brother, he would get up 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning every day like clockwork. And he was a younger dude. And okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure you seen that, Chris. I figured you did. But yeah, he was a younger guy and military actually, or army, something like that. But whatever. And it wasn't uncommon for him to be out 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and then get up and trade with us. And then about lunchtime when things would die off here, he'd go back to bed. I was like, dude, I do not see how you do it. We are so blessed to be East Coast. 9:30 is 9:30 here. It could be choppy until it breaks above 163.17. Uh, yeah, I'm seeing 163.67, but just be careful. We don't have. I'm showing next resistance at 165.30. So if we get through that, that's another level of dedication. He was a pretty good trader too. Um, he ended up finishing out his term. I don't want to say sentence. That sounds bad with whatever he was doing out there with those guys. And then he took another deployment. I'm not a military guy, so I'm not sure. And he ended up moving to the Midwest. Got out of trading and actually bought rental properties with his earnings. And he ended up, still working service. I think they got him as a recruiter, and then now he's busy with his rental properties and stuff. But he was in his early 20s. I want to say 21, 22. So, dude, set up. I couldn't do it. Working until 1 a.m. and being up at 6 is bad enough. Yeah, you're out west too. I couldn't do it, dude. Working or I would say working. A lot of times I work. I was working 12:30, 12:45 last night, but yeah, going to bed 1, 2 in the morning, and then for me getting up here a little before 8 to get set up and going for you guys is tough. I don't see how you other coast guys can do it. The West Coast guys and the Midwest guys. That's what I'm saying. I'm so thankful to be New York time. So stock market 9:30 is my 9:30. That does sound nice, dude. It is. I take a nap. Yeah, I don't know if it's my age or what. I know I'm an old guy, but yeah, still a lot of times if I sit on the couch or lay down to watch TV, especially that 6 to 8 o'clock range, I do good to make it through a show. It's like it's tough, but I mean I stay busy. I in the mornings I get up, I work with you guys, I end stream usually around 12. Then I catch up on the back end stuff, do a lot of that marketing, social media, emails. So I'm busy for a few hours. I try to eat lunch and stuff like that. And then I go to the gym usually for 2 hours, give or take, trying to stay healthy, motivated, um, and all that. And then it's adult stuff, grocery store, cooking dinner, all this. So finally, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, I sit down for a minute, and a lot of times I just crash out. And then I usually get up, I try to move around some. Then by then, I usually get back on my computer and end up working for another hour, 2 hours at night. So I definitely could use a nap today. Ugh, I needed one yesterday and I didn't take it. I actually was going to go to the movies yesterday. Went to the movies, walked up to the counter. We were going to see a movie that's been out for a few weeks. And dang, man, there was like everybody there. There was almost no seats in the movie theater. We were like, nope, we turned around and left. But I did not get my nap yesterday. starting to see more pullbacks. Things want to retest those levels we were watching. Might see a little bit of a downturn here, guys, so just be careful. Not a lot going on, really. So SPY lost VWAP. Looking to come down to the opening range low. Back to support here. Yeah, there you go. I told you we could see a pullback, and we are, guys. back under that opening range low on SPY. We're not seeing anything. Seems like it's getting choppy. Yeah, I once we started seeing that pullback and coming back down, I had that same feeling that we were going to get some chop out of this. So not too overly concerned. We've had a great morning. I was probably going to jump off here shortly and go eat something. To be honest with you. It's not a lot going on. Nothing worth chasing. It's been a really good morning. It's nice to only work 3 hours. Yeah, like that one lady posted in the private group that she made more in 45 minutes on trading with us today than she would make in a whole day at work. That's why I love trading. So, all right, well, probably going to end stream. We're slowly dropping and well, actually going a little sideways now. I don't foresee anything else happening today. We've had a great day, great morning. No reason to keep pushing it. So, appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. All the likes, subscribes, thumbs up on YouTube. I think we gained another follower or two on Twitch, which is fantastic. I think that put us over our goal, I hope. I have to look unless we lost somebody. But yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate everything that you guys do. Check out the website, SpartanDTGroup.com. Make sure you sign up for that 7-day free trial. Show we're really here to help you any way we can. That's what we're about. Here to help you guys and do everything we can to help you grow as a trader. So if you would, please, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, follow us on Twitch, and we'll be back tomorrow. Quick little programming note. I probably should have said this when we had more people. Next week, I'm not going to be on stream. I'm going to take a quick little vacation. I'll be back. Well, I'll be here tomorrow and Friday, and then I won't be back till next Friday. So I know you guys will not have to put up with me for a few days here on stream. I will be in the private group, kind of in and out, not as heavy as I normally am. I will probably be trading from the beach on my phone. But hey, is what it is. I'm allowed a couple days myself. So anyway, appreciate you. Thank you for understanding. Have a great night. And I will see you guys back in the morning, and we will do it again tomorrow. Thanks, guys.